Three, two, one, let's go. We're back with another game breaker today. And this one's special because it's a triple game breaker. That's right. This guy absolutely destroys me with 3 moves, and that's pretty much game over after that. So we'll just get right into it. It's nice and quick. I'm playing as black 10k up against white 8k. Qui Yuan Xiaoli. Probably butchered that, but let's dive right in. Okay, black. Take the upper right hand corner. We each take a corner. The beginning of this game starts out pretty normal. Nothing out of the ordinary. Pretty safe. I dive in there. Get a little bit of aggressive there on the bottom. White gets super aggressive. This isn't the game breaker, but this is a pretty interesting move. I'm on the 3-4 up here, and he just goes in right beside me. Gives me a little nudge. Don't often see that when I play this 3-4, so it's kind of an interesting strategy. I respond by going on the shoulder. We sort of pressure him into the corner. I sort of safe up my corner there. He safes up. Then I attack down here. I'm just going to move ahead a couple more. There we go. So right there, I'm just going to pause it for 1 second, because if you look at this upper right-hand corner, white got a super aggressive, attacked. They got some territory. It's fine. Not the end of the world. It's a bit, you know, what is that, like 10 spaces, 12 points, something like that. But really what I want you to look at is my black territory here. If you look at this group, just as a snapshot right now and how this game has played out, it looks solid. It looks pretty safe, right? There's not much you can do there. That's pretty solid. Like, you can't really attack these stones up here. There's one cutting point there, but then I can instantly put you into Atari. Maybe you go there. But at this point, you know, you look at this game, you think, all right, we got a nice solid wall here to expand out. And it's actually looking pretty good. If I'm going to estimate the score, I might have the advantage here. Black by 1.1. Pretty much an even game, but certainly not out of hand by any means. So I don't feel like I'm in danger. Maybe that's a problem here. I don't feel like I'm in danger, right? It doesn't look like there's anything to be worried about there. So what does white do next? Interesting play. That's the first game breaker move. This one is, I can see what he's doing because he's not in really behind the line, right? He's kind of on the line. If you think of this kind of the outline of my territory, right? Like, you never want to play inside the group, because then you're pretty much giving yourself up to get killed off. But he's right on that line, right? He's right there. He's threatening to cut in here and to slide up here, but even that doesn't seem like that much trouble, right? Carrying on. What's the next couple moves? There we go. Another one. Very next play, completely unorthodox. I respond to this one by shoring up that cutting point and saying, like, hey, this is, you know, good luck cutting that off. And also now, how are you going to do this? But this one he's actually thrown in exactly what I just said not to do. If you kind of look at the outline of this little group here of black stones, he's in behind that line. That's usually certain death. And that's a ballsy move. So, you know, okay, he's definitely catching me off guard here. How do I respond to that? I like that play because now he can't cut me off, right? If he goes in there, he's down to 1 liberty here. I instantly kill him with the next move. He puts himself into Atari, so he's not going to do that. So he's probably going to come out and retreat south, downwards, right? No, he doesn't. He puts me into Atari. Okay, so this group of 2 here only has 1 liberty left, right? So I got to go here. That's going to put him in Atari. It does. He doesn't respond to that, which is super interesting because I guess he didn't want me going here, because then he can save both these stones by going there, but then I kill them off. So fair enough. I think he made the right play here by connecting up these. But even still, this doesn't look like it's very good for him, right? I put a little pressure on the bottom side there. So now this is totally solid, right? We don't have to worry about that. That's a nice looking group. This one, bit of trouble, but I can kill that stone off, and then I'm connected up to this one, and then instantly this group of 3 is in trouble of his. So what do? We take that stone. Right now, again, this looks pretty solid. I'm not particularly worried. The right-hand group looks good, and this upper group, not great, but, you know, there's room to move left, right? White is on the retreat at this point. He's running, putting some pressure on. There we go. We jump out left, and now we're going to get a nice little base in there, right? White kind of responds to that by shoring up his upper left-hand corner. I push out. Again, just as a snapshot, if you look at this game right now, this looks totally safe. It was connected over here to this group at one point, right? Both of those I would bet money on that they're going to be fine. And I would say this group of his might be in trouble, right? He's got 6 stones in there. Yeah, 6 that are not in good shape. Let's estimate the score one more time. I feel like I have the advantage again. Computer's estimating. White by 0.9. Still a coin flip. Okay, it's very even. Looks like White won enough territory up here to even that out. And then with his jump out here, he's captured a bit. Presumably. And the computer's saying, I have a nice little base up there. That's what we want to keep our eye on. That upper chunk. Because there it is. Look at that. Look at that move. He's done 3 crazy moves. Again, we're talking about going behind enemy lines. He is way in there. He's done that twice now. He got away with it over here. And again, he's in between. He's behind the line that's connecting my 2 stones, right? He's inside my group. Maybe he can sneak out this way. It's pretty loose, right? But still, like, that's such a crazy move. I would never think to play there. He's doing a couple things. He's putting pressure on this stone because it kind of has to respond now. It's sandwiched between these 2. And I also have to attack this. Like maybe I go here or something and get a nice line here, force him to jump out, or I don't know. That's a crazy move. That's the one. This is sort of the main game breaker, I would say, plus the other 2 early ones, and it's crazy. I don't know what this guy's doing. How do we respond? Trying to block him in. That's how we respond. Look at that. Aggressive response on my part. I was thinking the same thing then during this game. Like, I was thinking, what are you doing? Because I just blocked you in, right? And this is a group. We have the outside leverage here. He has to build a base either with 2 eyes somehow in here or connect underneath. Like, it's crazy. So he cuts me again. Or maybe for first time, technically. Similar move, but he cuts me this time. Okay. He's just conquering and dividing and conquering. Now he slides up over, right? He's safetying up this group by doing that, and that's a good move. I totally agree with that. I would do the same thing. Probably would have done that before cutting my group off, quite frankly. So put him in Atari. He does respond. He puts me in Atari. I got a response. So now it's all choppy in here, right? We have his group of 6 that is not attached to anything and is again possibly in behind enemy lines. If you think of this as one big group, he is inside there, like a couple stones out here, and he's captured. We also have this group of 3 not connected, this one, and these 2 are certainly vulnerable. My 2 here not really connected to anything, although probably part of like this larger group that we're just talking about, and potentially this really large group. And now with these 2 of his not connected to anything, and a group of 5 of mine here not connected to anything. So this is chaos up here right now. He has started some crazy stuff with these early jump-ins there. He shores up the upper group. Safe move, conservative play. I recognize that I'm getting a little bit boxed in here, and I don't want to do that, so I put him into Atari. He's going to respond, gives me a free move to jump out. Now I have a nice little safety valve. I can sneak out this way. I can connect up with this stone. I can probably survive there. That makes me a lot less worried about this group. How does White respond? Similar kind of a play for him. So he plays one to threaten. He's threatening to cut these now. He wants to split that, but he's also giving a safety valve to this group, saying like, hey, maybe I can get some eyes in here and then sneak out, connect up to these 3, whatever it may be. So I respond to that one, as you do. This move of mine, I don't think I love it, although I don't really want to go there because then he plays 1 below, gives me 1 liberty, forces me up here, and then he goes in there. So this is an aggressive move, but by attacking this stone, I'm also attacking this group, right? Because I want to come all the way around. Interesting play by white. That's a smart move. This is a smart move because he puts me into Atari. I have to respond, and then he gets a free play to come out here, and he all of a sudden probably links all these up, right? I respond. He just does just that. Links up. My one stone was in a bit of a precarious situation, so we extend that out. That seems to make sense. All checks out. Now that he's got a little bit more safety with this group, right? He's got tons of liberties out here, assuming he can connect that up. So by playing there, he's now ensured that I'm not going to cut him off there. Very important. And he's also threatening this group now of mine, because it's only got 2 liberties left, here and here. Subtle, but he's attacking that. So I come over. Still looks pretty safe. We have an eye here. He can't play in here now to cut me off. Oops, out of drawing mode. Goes there. Sure, I should have probably, in retrospect, played here and saved that eye, because I've given him the opportunity now to play in that spot, to play in there, extend, and put this into Liberty, or put this into Jeopardy with an Atari, forcing me to play there and removing that eye, and then all of a sudden I got to make a couple eyes now in here, or kill this off. It just puts the pressure on this group now. I misplayed some stuff up there for sure, because there's no way out now. We're unless we kill something of his, we are circled, right? This is kind of the white group, and we're inside of it. Not good. Sure enough, puts me in Atari. I gotta back off. Then at this point, I didn't realize what was happening. He plays here. I don't even see this. I've been so focused on this stuff over here. This now has 1 liberty left. I play there. He goes in, attacks again, down to 1 liberty. I still don't even recognize it in the game. I'm attacking these next, thinking, oh, I'll kill one of those. No, my group's already dead because it had 1 Atari. 1 liberty, I should say. So, crushed me. And that all came down to those crazy unorthodox moves early in the game, right? We're talking in here. There's 1, move 38, jumps in, crazy move, didn't see that coming. All right, next play, right there. Again, super aggressive, unorthodox, like, what are you doing? And then later on, we move ahead in like 15, 20 moves. And where was it? It was this one. Wild. It's crazy. Kudos on this guy for getting that aggressive. I don't know if he knew those were going to work out as well as they did. I think I misplayed a couple of those and probably made it worse on myself than I necessarily had to. But anyway, is what it is. Lesson learned. Gamebreaker for today. Stay safe out there. Until next time. Let's go.